Yo, SMBO was a really cool site. It had 91 games, some of them good, some of them bad. But then Nintendo got pissed and they got it removed. Now that just ain't quite right. So there's still some games I haven't reviewed, and so now I gotta hunt them on the internet for all to view. It may be tough, but I'll make it through alright. I just hope the Pokemon situation ain't quite tight. It's SMBO, SMBO, SMBO. 91 games. SMBO, SMBO, SMBO. It's awesome, alright. SMBO, SMBO, SMBO. You know it's right. SMBO, SuperMarioBrothers.org. SMBO, episode 87. The first episode of the final 5 episodes. And, I didn't explain this in the trailer, but each of the final 5, if you watch the trailer, I'm sorry, I haven't audio put music in it yet, but I will put music in it after this review is done. But each episode in the final 5 is the last of its rating. What I'm saying is, basically, you know how I give each game a 1 of 5 ratings? Absolutely avoid, alright, neutral, bad, or favorite. Well, 5 ratings, 5 episodes, final 5. Well, guess what? Each one of these episodes gets one of those ratings. There's only one game left for each rating. One more favorite game, one more alright game, one more neutral game, one more bad game, and one more absolutely avoid game. And I'm still not going to tell you the rating. I'm still going to let you guess the rating. And I'll still reveal it at the end. So yeah. Continue to guess the rating, but just remember, whichever one this is, it won't be on the other 4. So yeah, just remember that is each of these final 5 episodes for SMBO. It's the final of each rating. So yeah, there are 5 ratings, 5 more episodes to go. Only one game for each rating. There's only one game remaining for each rating. So that's why I made the final 5 kind of sound epic like that in the trailer. But this game is called A Koopa's Revenge, and it's very fun. The very popular Crazed Koopa had a start here at MCSM Studios. Ours is the most updated version on the web and includes an option to mute the music. This is on the creator site. Thank you, creator site. MCSMstudios.com. Thank you, MCSMstudios.com, for making this game. And if you look at the loading screen, if you're able to look at it quick enough, it says, "This flash is brought to you by the fine, and we mean fine in a sexual way, people at MCSM Studios." And it says this version only available on the creator site, and that's correct. There actually is some stuff on, since this is the original creator site version, there actually is a few things on the creator site that isn't available on other websites like SMBO. Like, for one thing, the Koopa on the title screen is not glowing red on any other website. And all the other websites don't have an option to mute the music. So first of all, let's go over the story. Koopa's friend Goomba was having a birthday party. When Koopa had the sudden urge to visit the little Koopa's room, then the party was crashed. Smash. Pow. Koopa returned to find the party in disarray. If only Bowser had been there to defend them. Koopa has only one option. Revenge. So it's a very creative storyline. In the instructions, controls of movement: arrow keys to walk, up arrow to enter a door, down arrow to go down a pipe, spacebar, jump and flap wings, control, run, and breathe fire. Use control in combination with the right or left arrow key to make Koopa run. Control will allow Koopa to emit a short breath of fire if he has the red shell. Holding space while Koopa has the blue shell will flap his wings. The map. While you're on the map, your cursor will turn into Koopa. Place his feet over the level you would like to play and click on it. You can only play one level at the start, but every time you beat a level you haven't beaten before, you'll unlock the next level. If you wish to return to the map while in a level, press escape. You will be asked if you want to leave. Leaving a level you haven't beaten yet will cost you a life, so be careful about that. Beating the level. Somewhere near the middle of the level you'll find a small flagpole, and when you touch it the flag will rise. After you've touched the flagpole, if you die, you'll have the option to either go to the map or restart from the flagpole. At the end of the level is a large flagpole. Touch this one to complete the level, and to unlock the next one. There are other ways to beat a level that can unlock secret levels. Enemies. Here's a quick list of some of the more prominent enemies in the game. Baby Marios. You can defeat them with fire or by jumping on them. Defeat 4 in one level to earn a 1-up. Toads. All they do is walk back and forth. If you kill them with fire, you'll earn a coin. Now, one bad thing, like, I hate to say a bad thing about this game because it's so fun, but one bad thing about this game is, You'll notice that there's always 2 baby Marios before the flagpole and 2 baby Marios after the flagpole. If you die and you start over from the flagpole, your baby Mario count will be reset to 0, and you'll only be able to get a maximum of 2. So whatever you do, try not to die at all, because every time you lose a life, your baby Mario count gets to 0, and you have to get all 4 baby Marios to get extra life. There's 4 per level, and you need all of them to get extra life. Yoshis. Yoshis come in a variety of colors. Each color fights in a unique way, and I'm pretty sure color is spelled wrong. Fire kills earn you a coin with Yoshis too. Yeah, there are green Yoshis. There's yellow, kind of light brownish, purple, red, blue, dark blue, purple. Birdies. All they do is float there. Stomp them or burn them to defeat them. Fireballs. Don't touch these guys. They're invulnerable to all harm. Thwomps. These guys hate everybody, so watch out. They'll crush you to dust, and there's nothing you can do about it. Skeletoads. The undead fungi are immune to fire, and when you jump on their heads, they'll collapse periodically. There are more enemies invisible in the instructions, and remember that Koopa automatically bounces off of flying enemies when he jumps on them. The only enemy that's not mentioned here is the Skeletoad, which is only available in World 4, and you like jump off. The Skeletoad's invulnerable to your jump attack, so you can use him to cross long spike gaps. You'll see that later on. And he can only be killed by fire, and that gets you a coin. Items. Question block. Hit the bottoms of these to make an item come out the top, usually a coin. Coins. Collect 100 of these to earn a 1-up. Shell. Get this item to put a green shell on Koopa. Without a shell, you can't break bricks by jumping into them. And I'll tell you this now. When Koopa does not have a shell, that's the equivalent of Small Mario, meaning you can't break bricks. When he has a green shell, that's the equivalent of Big Mario. And when he has the fire breathing ability or the feather, that's the equivalent of Fire Mario or Superpower Mario. Fire Flower. Collect a fire flower to turn Koopa's shell red and give him fire breathing abilities. Fire can be used to melt ice. Feather. With a feather, Koopa's shell turns blue and he sprouts wings that allow him to float and jump higher. Switch. Activates a special function for a limited amount of time. Some are reusable, others are not. Yoshi Egg. You'll find these inside question blocks after you defeat flashing Yoshis. After the egg hatches, a random item pops out. It could be a coin, a shell, a flower, a feather, or a 1-up. 1-up. Gives you an extra life. Duh. Bowser Coin. Worth 10 coins. Most often appear in places seemingly impossible to reach. In fact, some are impossible to get. I'm pretty sure there's only one that's really actually impossible to get. But enough of the storyline. Let's go ahead and get the game. So yes, now don't let the fact that there's 15 levels freak you out already. This game goes by very quick once you get the hang of it. There are 5 worlds with 3 levels each. First, let's go on this training level. Well, now for whatever reason, the music from World 2 Mushroom Forest plays in this level, even though it's clearly in the middle of a castle. Welcome to the training level. Here's where you'll learn the basics of control and gameplay. Use space in the right arrow in combination to jump over this gap. Collect 100 coins to earn a 1-up. These white coins don't count toward your total. Stand in front of the doors and press up to enter. Hold control left to right to run. Press space while running to perform a running jump. This is basically only if you haven't read the instructions, and it's completely optional. You can run right over small gaps in the ground. Stand on top of a pipe and press down to enter it. When you have your shell, you can break through certain bricks by jumping at them. So this tutorial level is pretty short. Alright, so we go from the training level to the first level. The first world is Bowser's Castle. So this is Bowser's Castle level 1. Now automatically on your left, you can break these bricks and get a Bowser coin and a fire flower, and you'll be taken to the next part of the level. Now if you look close enough, you'll notice that some of the coins have M written on them, some have C, and some have S. And if you put the two together, okay, I don't know why I just got hit. There's also pink Yoshis. Yeah, when Koopa doesn't have a shell, he's basically running around naked in his underwear, which is actually kind of funny. Now, there's a lot of blood in this game, but that's only if you kill enemies by stomping on them. Now, that Bowser coin may look hard to get, but it's actually not. When a Bowser coin looks impossible to get, always look for a way to it. But yeah, if you put 2 and 2 together, you realize that the coins spell out MCSM, which is the name of the website that this game was created on, MCSM Studios. So that's why there's the letters M, C, and S on them. This is the halfway flag. Touching it allows you to restart at this point after you die. Some of these swamps are just in the middle of the air, and that you can't see them, so always be very careful. Sometimes when you appear to be stuck, you need to strike an invisible block to find a way through. Oh, I think I missed a baby Mario somewhere along the line. Oh well. Now, like I said, there are 4 Baby Marios per level, and one of them is Baby Mario, one of them is Baby Luigi, one of them is Baby Wario, and the last one is always Baby Waluigi, and they always come in that order: Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, and I missed the Baby Luigi one. Alright, so here's the end of the flagpole, and now if you didn't kill all Baby Marios, it'll still give you, like, coins for it. Like, if you killed one of them, you'll get 10 coins. If you killed 2 of them, you get 20 coins. If you killed 3 of them, you get 30 coins. Now, let me show you a handy trick here. Now, depending on what kind of internet browser you're doing, if you right-click and you hit forward, you can completely bypass the entire level if you want to be a noob about it, that is. But sometimes it doesn't let you do that. Now, also, remember, the escape button is used to exit level, but it is not used to pass. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm hitting the escape button, but look at that. I'm still playing through the game perfectly fine. So the enemies can still hurt you. So just remember, the escape button is not a pause button. Alright, so this is basically just the next level, and I'm just gonna skip this. I'll tell you all the Yoshi abilities. Green are just normal walking around Yoshis. Purple typically have wings that stay in one place. Light blue Yoshis have wings that they don't stay where they are. Dark blue Yoshis hover in place. Purple usually jumps up and down, and sometimes when I have firepower and I touch it, I lose my firepower. I'm just going to skip this. Pink runs really fast. Yellow kind of jumps up and down. It kind of moves and jumps at the same time. And the light brown just kind of walks slowly from side to side, and the green walks at a normal speed, basically, so yeah. Alright, now before I go, Bowser's Castle level 3, I'll just tell you this right now. There is a secret level somewhere in this game, and completing it will get you another secret. Well, here's how to find it. Go to Bowser's Castle level 3 and go down this pipe. This is the secret level. Completing this level will give you a bonus you should find very useful. But let me go ahead and play through the whole level for you. It's over here on the map, and it's called Pipe Passage. You can get there either by accessing it from the map once you beat it, or by getting to it from Bowser's Castle level 3 at the beginning, like I just showed you. Now, it may be a little tough, though, if you don't have a blue feather. So just remember that. See, it's kind of hard. Oh. F. The game's controlling itself. Ah, stop it! Okay. Anyway, should you manage to complete the pipe passage, you'll come here to power up pipe. And while it may only give you a shell if you have no shell, hitting this block over here will give you a feather, and hitting this block will give you a fire flower. Every time you jump, though, it makes some rant sound. Just listen. Just remember that. Alright, I'm going to run through pipe passage just a few times, because now that I have a feather, it's going to be easier to complete. It's just that last jump that gets me, really. If you want a quicker way through the level, just go down here, and boom, you're at the flagpole. But I'm going to show you the full level now. And wow, I'm already hit like 13 minutes. Good thing I'm not doing a Pokemon portion for this episode. If you're able to jump over the flagpole, which you need a feather to do, you'll find an extra life over there, which is very helpful. Okay, now, anyway, back to Bowser's Castle level 3. The last level of each world is basically just like a miniature level with a boss at the end. And of course, since this is about a Koopa getting revenge, it's going to be a boss that's related to the good guys. So anyway, you can just run right through that area. This is a boss door. Behind it lies the boss and one of your trapped Goomba buddies. The boss of Bowser's Castle turns out to be Wario, and you can hit him with fire. You can hurt him with fire. Now, I have to say, the graphics and music in this game are just amazing. Okay, each boss requires you to stomp him 5 times. Now, what Wario will do is he'll shoot lava balls out of his cannon. Just duck under here, but make sure you're gone by the time he pops out his door. All the bosses are fairly easy. The only one that should give you trouble is the one in the super secret level. And I just lost my fire. Anyway, once you kill a boss, you'll say you've rescued a Goomba. Thank you, but Bowser is in another castle, which is a reference to Super Mario Brothers, when Toad would always say, thank you, but our princess is in another castle. So that's World 1, Bowser's Castle. World 2 is the Mushroom Forest. But I'm going to skip over this. Here in level 2, you can there's a big shortcut right here. And that basically just gets you through like half the level. Yeah, that Bowser coin may look hard to get, but it's actually not, since if you use the shortcut I just showed you. Alright, these are the purple Yoshis. These are the yellow Yoshis. I don't know about you guys, but I find that whenever I have the Fire Flower and I stomp on the purple Yoshi, I lose my power-up. And that whenever I stomp on the yellow Yoshi with wings, I lose my power-up as well. Okay, now usually if you haven't noticed already, when you jump over the flagpole, there's something special on the other side, like a Bowser coin on the first level there was. Alright, I'm going to show you a secret on this level too. There's 5 hidden blocks here. These leaves serve as a door. Press up to enter, which I already showed you, so that was kind of pointless of me. Those are the brown Yoshis, and they're really the weakest. I just realized they'll follow you. If you want to get that Bowser coin, make sure you have the feather. Alright, you know what? There's no secret here or anything like that. So anyway, if you finish Mushroom Forest, immediately head to the left and you'll find a Fire Flower. But instead of going through that leaf, you could just take the shortcut. Just jump over here on the top and you'll find a flashing Yoshi. And the egg just happens to be a feather for me. And you're immediately at the flagpole. Now, I will just tell you, there are a lot of differences between the creator's site version and all the other versions. But anyway, the second boss is Princess Peach, who will hover in the air like she did in Super Mario Bros. 2. If you don't have the feather, I highly recommend you get it before this boss. But if you don't, you'll have to use these flowers, which are constantly growing and dying, in order to stomp her. Now, when she throws her mushrooms, just go over here to this corner and just cower there until she's done. Like all the other bosses, she requires 5 hits to be killed. And yeah, I just lost my feather. Okay, so you've rescued another Goomba, and he says, thank you, but Bowser is in another castle. You'll notice that some of the music in this game are remixes of other Mario songs. Oops. Like, for example, the theme of Mushroom Forest is a remix of the original Super Mario Brothers theme. Okay, anyway, we go on to World 3 now, which is Sky Mountain. So yeah, basically, if you still haven't gotten it yet, the main gist of each world, and yeah, these big stone things are doors. These coins are trapped within ice. Fortunately, you can melt them out with your fire breath, which I do not have. And you're going to need the feather. Now here's the thing about that particular Bowser coin. If you have the feather, you can get to the Bowser coin, but you can't get back out because the thing is just too small. But basically, you can get there to the Bowser coin. Once you get the Bowser coin, you have to sacrifice yourself. So the main gist is each world is 3 levels, and the third level of each world is like a little miniature level with a boss at the end. Now, if you have a feather, you can jump over that pipe, just so you know. Now, in Mushroom Forest level 1, there's a fork in the path, and you'll have to choose carefully. Each one contains one baby Mario, I'm pretty sure. No, each one contains 2 Baby Marios, so no matter which one you take, I'm pretty sure you're still able to get 4 Baby Marios. But yeah, in Mushroom Forest Level 1, just choose your path carefully. One has more coins and items than the others, so yeah. It's no big deal, though, if you choose the other one. It doesn't really matter which one you take, it's just an annoyance. Remember, if you see baby Waluigi, it means you're pretty much at the end of the level. See what I mean? At the end of each flagpole is a little hidden secret. Alright, now, let's see here. If you don't notice on the map, if you have a red shell, hitting control will make Koopa breathe fire, just like he does in the game. And if you have a blue shell, you'll notice that every time you enter the map with a blue shell on, it'll make the little wing flapping sound. Alright, now, a helpful shortcut in Sky Mountain Level 2, immediately go to the left. I don't think you need a feather for it, but it's recommended that you do. And you're basically at the beginning of at the end of the level. So there are tons of shortcuts in this game. They're like everywhere. But unfortunately, if you don't have a fire flower, you can't get that 1-up. Alright, now Sky Mountain Level 3. This is very simple. The boss doesn't even like try to hurt you. Like everything surrounding the boss is actually what hurts you. Alright, I don't really need a feather, but whatever. Oh, really? Oh, that's bullcrap. That is such bullcrap. Yeah, the trick with that door is you gotta just hit the up button at the right time before the fireball hurts you. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Ah, F! Finally, I made it back, but I couldn't get my fire flower, unfortunately. Anywho, the third boss is Waluigi, and he's driving a snowmobile. And there's a lot of different obstacles in this level. First of all, his exhaust pipes are constantly puffing out smoke, one at a time. There's a huge amount of snow pushing you forward. I just lost my shell, and there's icicles constantly falling on you. This could be thought of as the hardest boss, but it's not really, actually. If you're gonna jump on Waluigi, just time your jump right so that by the time you're descending toward the ground, the smoke puff will have already gone, or it is in the middle of going, and you've rescued another Goomba. Blah 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 blah. Oh, and here's the thing: if you get a green shell while you have a green shell, nothing will happen. If you get a green shell while you already have a red or blue shell, you will return to green shell and lose your power-ups. Be very careful. And by the way, I forgot to mention there's saving game features. So yeah, select file to overwrite. This is my other level, my other file. It'll tell you what shell you're on, what level you're on, how many lives you have, and how many coins you have. Game saved. And you can also load a different game if you feel like it. Alright, the fourth world is known as Dry Desert. Large cacti serve as doors, and that's basically it for that. And I will see you in part 2.